All right, Module 4, Determinants of Gender Relations and Identity. Gender relations and identity are complex aspects of human society that are shaped by a multitude of determinants, which include cultural, social, biological, and individual factors. These determinants interact in intricate ways, influencing how individuals perceive themselves and others within the context of gender. Understanding these determinants is crucial for fostering equality, dismantling stereotypes, and promoting inclusivity. Cultural and societal norms are some of the things we need to emphasize as determinants of gender roles. Culture and societal norms play a significant role in shaping gender relations and identity. Different societies have varying expectations and roles for individuals based on their gender, often reinforcing traditional gender binaries. These norms can influence behaviors, dress codes, and even occupational choices. They can also perpetuate harmful stereotypes and restrict opportunities for individuals who don't conform to these norms. Biological factors are determinants. Biological differences between sexes are often used to justify their gender roles and expectations. However, it is important to recognize that gender is not solely determined by biology. While certain physical characteristics may differ between sexes, gender identity goes beyond these differences. Science has highlighted the complex interplay of genetics, hormones, and brain structures in the development of gender identity. Socialization is a determinant. From a young age, individuals are socialized into particular gender roles through family, education, and media influences. These processes reinforce the norms and expectations associated with one's assigned gender. Toys, clothing, and even language are often gendered, influencing how children learn to express themselves and perceive others. Intersectionality. This refers to the recognition that individual aspects of identity, such as race, class, sexuality, and disability, intersect to shape an individual's experience. For instance, a person's experience of gender identity may be profoundly influenced by their cultural background, economic status, and other aspects of their identity. Individual agency. While societal norms and expectations exert significant influence, individuals also have agency in constructing their gender identity. Some people may identify with the gender assigned to them at birth, while others may identify as transgender or non-binary. These highlight the diversity and fluidity of gender identities. Media representation. Media plays a powerful role in shaping perceptions of gender. The portrayal of a certain gender role and identity in the media can reinforce stereotypes or challenge them. Positive and accurate representation of diverse gender identities can contribute to a greater acceptance and understanding. Legal and political contexts. Laws and policies regarding gender recognition, discrimination, and rights play crucial roles in shaping gender relations and identity. Progressive legal frameworks can empower individuals to express their gender identity freely, access appropriate healthcare, and participate fully in society. Globalization and technology. Globalization and technology have brought about an increased awareness of diverse gender identities and experiences. Online platforms and social media provide spaces for individuals to share their stories, educate others, and advocate for change on a global scale. In conclusion, the determinants of gender relations and identity are multifaceted and interconnected. Understanding these determinants is essential for challenging harmful stereotypes, promoting inclusivity, and advancing gender equality. By recognizing the complex interplay between cultural norms, biological factors, socialization, intersectionality, individual agency, media, legal context, and technological influences, society can work towards creating a more equitable and respectful environment for all gender identities. Now, what is our main objective? Our main objective is that at the end of this unit, you should be able to analyze the impact of cultural norms on societal expectations on the formation of gender identity, investigate how cultural narratives and traditions shape gender roles and interactions within various societies, unravel the interplay between the biological and social factors in gender identity, as well as examine the role of biological factors such as genetics and hormones in the development of gender identity. Number 5 objective is to explore how socialization processes contribute to the reinforcement or rejection of biological gender norms. And number 6 is to examine the intersectionality, how intersectionality affects gender identity and relations. Number 7, to investigate how intersectionality, meaning a combination of factors like race, class, and sexuality, shape the experiences of individuals within the realm of gender identity. 8, to examine how understanding intersectionality can lead to more inclusive policies and practices that respect gender identities. Now, Unit 1, Gender Identity Types. Gender identity refers to a person's deeply felt sense of their own gender, which may or may not align with the sex they were assigned at birth. While many people's gender identity aligns with the binary concept of being either male or female, there is a diverse range of gender identities that go beyond the binary framework. Here are some common gender identity types. Cisgender. Cisgender individuals have a gender identity that aligns with the sex they were assigned to at birth. For example, someone who is assigned female at birth and identifies as a woman is cisgender. Transgender. Transgender individuals have a gender identity that differs from the sex they were assigned at birth. For example, someone who is assigned male at birth but identifies as a woman is transgender. It's important to note that not all transgender people undergo medical or surgical transition. Some may express their gender identity in different ways. Non-binary people do not exclusively identify as male or female. They might identify as a mix of both genders, neither gender, or a different gender altogether. Non-binary individuals may use terms like genderqueer, gender fluid, agender, or bigender to describe their identity. Genderqueer gender fluid. These terms are often used interchangeably and refer to individuals who have gender identity that is fluid or doesn't conform to the traditional concepts of maleness or femaleness. They may feel different gender identities at different times or reject a fixed label altogether. Our gender individuals don't identify with any gender. They may feel a lack of connection to the concept of gender or view themselves as gender neutral. By gender individuals often identify as having two distinct gender identities, either simultaneously or at different times. These identities could be binary, male or female, or non-binary, such as a mix of masculine and feminine. Gender fluid individuals experience a fluid and changing gender identity. Their gender identity may shift over time or in response to different situations or environments. Demigender individuals partially identify with a certain gender, but not completely. For example, someone might identify the demi-girl, indicating they feel partially connected to being a girl or not entirely. Two spirits. This term originates from some individual cultures in North America and refers to a person who embodies both masculine and feminine qualities. It's a spiritual and cultural identity that goes beyond Western gender binary. Neutrous individuals may identify as having a neutral or null gender, often seeking a state of genderlessness or neutrality. Androgynous individuals have a gender expression that combines both male and female characteristics. This term primarily refers to presentation rather than identity. Pangender individuals identify with all genders or multiple genders. It's an inclusive term that encompasses a wide range of gender identities. These are just a few examples of the diverse gender identities that exist. It's important to respect and affirm individual chosen gender identities and pronouns, and to create an inclusive environment where everyone can express their true selves. Gender is a complex and personal aspect of human identity and language and understanding that continues to evolve to better reflect this complexity. A person's gender identity is not always the same as their biological sex, nor their assumed gender based on their assigned sex. It depends on how they identify as a person, and this can change over time. People can identify as more masculine, more feminine, or a combination of both, or neither. How a person expresses or describes their gender is personal to them. Thank you for listening.